everybody, Caleb here. Have you ever had a guitar body and you were just thinking, man, it'd be really nice if I could just put my neck in it, but there's no slot? Well, today we're going to fix that problem. I want to route this slot today. I ordered some full-size plans a couple weeks ago, and it came with, this section, and I went ahead and just scanned just this section and printed it out again, so that I can just tape this on here, and we can know exactly where I want to go. I probably want to actually cut this little middle section out, but this way we have a perfect template to route to. These are the same full-size plans that everything else has been built to, so we should be doing good to build to them. So I did fold this in half perfectly so that I had a center line. I can also follow my center line, and I know my center lines line up pretty good, so that's all reassuring. I'm just going to tape this down. Alright, so that should be a good template. Now all I have to do is get the router out and a dovetailing bit and start routing this. Depth-wise, we can always go off of the neck. That's why I've got it right here. And we will start making this work. Alright, so I think I'm just about ready here. I recognize you all probably will not like the way I do this. This is a very Jerry Rosa way of doing this. Freehanding it like this, not working off of a like an exact template to just route to. I'm freehanding with a paper template, but this is the way I'm more familiar with. And as long as I undercut everything, like I just go leave a little bit more than I want, I shouldn't have any issue. I'm starting off with a really shallow cut so I can get the feel for it. I've got my safety glasses on and my hearing protection on, and I think we're good to go. Would you believe the biggest problem I'm having is I can't see after this is on there. It's too dark. I'm not sure what I want to do about that. Yeah, I can still see the high contrast. It works okay, but it'd be nicer if it were a little brighter. Let me go see if I can find a light, maybe. Alright, I got me a lamp sitting right here, pointing right over my shoulder so I can see what I'm doing better. So here we go again.
I think that's as far as I'm going to go with the router, which means I think the part I've been the absolute most afraid of so far is over. Alright, so I got this slot opened up big enough here, I think, so we can start trying to fit this neck. So you see I cut a piece of carbon paper, and we are back to the old, usual way of doing this. I want this to fit perfectly in there. And I know it's too big at the moment. I've already put it in there, and you'll see that here shortly. So all I do is fit that. Fit that in there and push. And then we should be able to pull that out. There should be marks on our neck where we're getting stuck. So we start shaving that down. It's kind of hard to show everything here. Back this up. Flip this over. There's a little spot on the inside here. And I'll try it again. Now, this is a fairly slow process, but that's what we do to get this perfect. Yep, I got some good marks on there. Just shave those off. You can see some there, I think. All those dark spots. Yep, got a bunch of good marks. Trying to get them where you can see them before I start shaving them off. And then I just shave them off.
Then if you need to clean this up with some sandpaper, it's never a bad thing to help kind of smooth it all back out, knock off any stray marks. And the carbon paper tends to mark a little better if you just clean it up real quick. The good news is the angle itself, based on the back of the neck here, where it meets the body, is looking good. And we do seem to have some good angle. Obviously, it's too high to really tell where we're at, but I want to get going on this. And the angle looks good. Very, very roughly, it looks good. It's just about time for some more carbon paper. I'm going to go ahead and just cut another strip of carbon paper. I think we're kind of wearing that one thin. Well, I'm probably not going to record a whole lot more of this, as this is getting a little repetitive, and I've not got anything else to say. I'm just going to keep doing this until his nick goes all the way in there. Seeing as this is going to take me a little while, maybe I'll try to find something else we can do on video. Yep, I'm gonna keep doing this. I might find something else for us to do. It's a little more interesting than sitting here and watching me carve in silence, but we'll see. Alright, something else a little more interesting we can do. It's also gonna take me some time eventually, is I want to put this end pin in. Now I've still got some cleanup to do on here, but I think we can poke the hole no issue. I've had this whole set of hardware for a long time, floating around for this, but I've got this end pin. It's just black ebony, nothing too special about it, but I want to put it in here. I think we're just gonna do it. Let me find our center first and foremost. Almost 5 exactly. So 2.5 should be really close to center. Okay. Our center line runs, just gonna get me a straight edge here. Just a piece of wood I got. Actually a little bit in from there, a little bit in from there, about there. Now you can see I've got kind of a different thing going on here at this tail. When I cut these sides, it's been long enough ago that we actually lost a little bit of length. I cut these while I was still at Jerry's, and the paper template we were using was too short. I think this showed up on the last hurrah that Jerry built, and the sides were just a little too short. This may have even been an issue on the one before that we noticed. It was like, huh, they're a little too short. Well, this was about the same time that these got cut, so they were a little too short, so I had to make up some length here, and I just did this. You can see with the two black strips and then the white in the center. And it does kind of get bigger towards the back, and that's okay for me. It's just kind of an interesting design choice that we went with. I gotta figure out what size hole I want to poke. I'm gonna measure this to the smallest point. See what size drill bits I have. (15/64) seems safe, and I have a 15/64 bit right here, and it's a center bit, so I can find my center really easy. So I've marked it there. So now we'll just get the drill out. And we'll just try and do that real straight like. Okay. So now I've got a hole the same size as the smallest part of this, which you can see it actually, like, if I jam it in there, it sticks. But I need to start reaming this hole bigger for this to fit. So I'll grab my reamer and I'll see if that'll start working. My reamer probably is not set to the same taper that this is, so we'll have to reshape this to match the hole once we get it big enough to really go. So we grab our reamer, and then the fun manual part begins. Alright, we'll see where we're at there. So I want this to go in, but I probably don't want it to go all the way in because I'm not entirely sure it's the right shape, right? So we're only about halfway in there, so we can definitely go deeper with the reamer. Getting there. I need to switch hands. Okay, that's where I'm gonna stop. That's really close, but it's not quite there. It's actually getting pretty tight. Thing is, where is it getting tight? It's kind of glossy all over, so I kind of want to knock that down. We'll try this. I tell you what, that's fitting that pretty good, actually. I'm scraping a little bit here, so I get a smooth scraped surface. if I put it in there, it should get glossy where it's meeting up with the block. Just from the contact. So if I put that back in there, kind of spin it around, pull it out. Yeah, I think it's meeting fairly far back. So we'll take a little bit off of that back section so that it drops in a little bit further and hopefully meets up better. This is a very similar process to fitting that neck, all things considered, which is very funny because this is my alternative to fitting the neck right now. All right, we're looking really good there. That's tight. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to get it back out of there. I'm going to have to use my plastic pliers. But they're cool. So that's going to help us in the near future getting that bridge placed once we get the neck in it, which is my next step. However, I think I'm going to be running out of time if I want to edit this video and get it out. So, and we'll have a video here. So I hope you enjoyed watching me do the scariest part of putting this guitar together, running the router, and drilling a hole. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.